Yeah, welcome to this video. Playing d4. Yeah, I'm playing a Blitz game once again, 5 minute, against a beautiful mind from Switzerland, right? Yes, it's really the unique Swiss flag, not something similar. Okay, now we have a Slav. I played this line with Queen b3, leading to a quiet game, but it still has some bite to it. Black has taken on c4, so white has a center pawn to enjoy. D and E pawn. Let's see, yeah, how to continue development. The knight on d2 is obviously not well placed. Okay. Let's see, maybe on queen b6 I can go knight c4. I don't mind the double pawn. Yeah, but queen b6 looks like a very natural move. This is also probably a theoretically explored position. Interesting. Yeah, okay, rook e1. This prepares e4. I want to have, after e4, bishop f3, I want to have knight f3, covering the d4 square. If he goes queen d5 now, I play queen c2, and then e4 next. Yeah, maybe you should still do that. Yeah, it's taking quite some time. At least I'm not so far behind on the clock. In general, the knight on b6 is not particularly well placed. Yeah, as mentioned, this was my idea. I only wonder... Yeah, it's still okay. I wondered briefly about queen d3, but queen c2 is probably the more natural move. Yeah, e4 is the idea. Bishop f5, there's still e4. He has not enough control over the e4 square. Well, e4 is nice to get in. Okay, yeah. I wonder if I should play it immediately, or if there is some point to a different move order. Maybe h3 first. Yeah. And now e4. I'm wondering about c5, the coming c5 move. Okay, but at the moment the queen is attacked, and it does not have a particularly great square. If black goes to a5, I can play knight b3 maybe. Yeah, knight b3 is the move that I'm going to play anyway here. Simply because I'd like to prevent c5 and prepare knight e5, covering the d4 square first. b3 often is not a great square for a knight, but here it makes some sense, controlling c5 and a5, and it allows knight e5. The queen on d7 is really a bit badly placed. Okay, a4. Yeah, well, should I play g4 and knight e5, grabbing the bishop pair? It's not bad. Yeah, come on. Let's not be too sophisticated about that. Getting the bishops is something. Okay, let's just take it. And maybe now bishop e3, intending a safe knight c5 with d4 covered. Yeah, this looks like quite comfortable position. Okay, he even takes there. I don't mind to have this square on d6. The question is how to continue now. f4, f5 maybe. He will play e5, of course, and I wonder f4, e5, f5 if this is a good idea. It's probably keeping some edge. On the other hand, e5, is it good? Yeah, maybe he can play e5, knight f8, and knight to e6. So I think playing f4, f5 after e5 is a good idea because it helps to control the center. Wow, this I didn't expect. That's really very passive. Okay. E5, well, e5, knight c7 is not okay. E5, okay, but now I can play rook to d6. On knight b5 I have the exchange sack. That is very interesting. Okay, let's do that. Knight b5, I just play e5. If he takes the exchange, I'll take with the c pawn, and I have a great pawn here, and a quite nice initiative on both flanks. Yeah, I cannot play c5 because b7 hangs, so I'm going to, yeah, not sure what this is doing. Just activate here. It's not threatening to sacrifice on e5 or something like that. I just want to play h5, break open the h file. If he moves the f pawn, there's always g6 hanging, so this is not easily playable. b2, well, not really, come on. Yeah, I can give the check first. If I play rook takes, there's f5. Yeah, first this check probably. Yeah, still they can play f5. That's not necessary. Maybe first this attack and then rook takes h5. I can play g6 now. Yeah, well, still I can take rook c1. This is still quite good for white. The d6 pawn is just very, very strong. Yeah, b7 hangs, difficult to defend. Yeah, I think this is very good for white. Probably this isn't even the best line, but it's good. Yeah, the knight is under so much pressure.
Check. Time warning, check. Black resigns.
Yeah, I can just get the... I could have played king c4 and just grab the b3 pawn a bit quicker. Yeah, difficult game. But after the exchange sack, black is under really huge pressure. I thought that queen e7 really surprised me. I mean, white should be better in any case, but e5 I thought would be basically forced. Then my idea was to play f5, gaining even more space. But of course this is not so easy. The idea is to control e6 so that he cannot use this route to activate the knight. And basically I'm trying to take away all possible squares from the knights. However, he can take here, and after e takes, not my intention, but after e takes, he's got this square. And g takes, this was what I wanted to play. There's this move, and yeah, there's also a square. That's not clear at all. This is what he should have played. And, hard to tell if this is really great for me. I mean, two bishops are nice, but it's not clear cut at all. Maybe I had some other approach. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should have played that one. And I also have this idea to combat this knight f6 to f8 to e6 idea. Something like that, for example. And now let's say here there are various ideas. Also queen c3 to put some pressure on e5. Very tricky. Okay, but this was quite clear that e5 was coming. Here's a question. I mean, he could also just ignore that and go knight c7 to d5. Then there's always this rook right inside his position, but tricky. Well, he took it, and this gives white a really big compensation. This pawn chain is very strong, and the d6 pawn is very good. Yeah, and look at the knight. It's very difficult to activate this piece. You would love to play knight b6 to d5, but you're never ever going to get there. Very difficult with the bishop on e3 being so strong. Yeah, I went for the h-pawn push, and probably I mistimed it somewhat. Up to this point it's probably alright, but here...
Check.
Okay. The computer wants to play exactly like I played. Bishop d3. Amazing. Oh. What? This is very nice. Of course, I didn't see it. Here I can take on h5. Computer move. Takes. And then queen h7 is just deadly. Queen h8 mate. And he's got such a constrained position that he has no way to defend it. This is great. Didn't see that at all. After f5 you have g6, still threatening the mate. Fantastic move. Rook takes h5. Didn't consider that at all. I mean, this is also very good for white, but rook h5 is obviously stronger. And, here it's basically toast. Black has no defense against this active pieces. All right, thanks for watching.